Will campfire survivors get a refund on federal taxes paid on their PG&E settlement money? Action News Now's Chloe Curtis joins us in studio. So Chloe, you spoke with Councilmember Steve Crowder. He's at the Capitol today, right? Did this bill make any progress?
Right, so he's been at the Capitol. He got into Washington, D.C. yesterday and spent all day in meetings. And the last time he was in D.C. was in February, so he's trying to spend time with people that he didn't quite get to meet with as much then. He's going to be in D.C. until Thursday, trying to gain support for H.R. 5863. That bill has been introduced several times, but this one encompasses fire survivors from several fires in the U.S. and even includes the Ohio train derailment. Crowder says exempting settlements from being taxed is imperative, and he says there's still a lot of campfire survivors still trying to recover 5 years later, and this legislation is critical as many work to rebuild. How do you, as a council member, keep that optimism and keep pushing forward with this?
Well, it's just so important to our community that it's needed, and I mean, I'm going to give everything that I can give to help get this passed. And I guess the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So we're here squeaking.
What are some key differences, if any, that you've noticed between your last visit to DC versus now?
Well, we had a great visit last time too, and a lot of support. I know that the Southern senators were a little bit of a hang up, and we didn't necessarily spend a lot of time with the Southern senators. So this time we're spending a lot of time with the Southern senators and explaining to them, hey, look, I live in a fire-prone area, and I never thought in a million years I knew we'd have a fire, but I didn't know it would destroy our whole town. And they've got to get that through their mind too. It could happen to them.
The bill could be voted on as soon as next week. Crowder says he's optimistic and hopes that people can recognize this as a bipartisan issue. Now, each time it's been presented, the bill has faced an obstacle. It was originally introduced as a standalone bill, but never brought to the floor. And of course, when the House Speaker seat was vacant, it prevented any business from happening on the floor. So he's hoping it'll finally pass this time around.
So Chloe, it seems unlikely that this would be introduced as a standalone bill again, right?
That's correct. So this is likely to have more traction next week when it's representing several communities and disasters, and the representatives, of course, trying to represent their communities as well.
Okay, thanks, Chloe. We'll stay on top of what happens. Thank you.